Assalamu alaikum students. How are you doing today? Hope you are doing good and enjoying your life. So today we are going to do our fifth chapter of English text. And the title of this chapter is A Visit. So as the title is telling us that this chapter is about a visit. So come to the key points of the chapter. So first of all, we will come to know that somebody or some people are going to visit to a model agricultural farm. So this farm will be about agriculture, about farming. And then we will read about different processes of farming. And after that, we will be introduced with different agricultural machines. And then we will know about the production of model farm, and we will see the production of model farm according to quantity and quality too. Then we will go to a model vegetable farm and an orchard. An orchard is actually a garden of fruits. Then we will read about that how should be a modern dairy farm or a modern dairy. And in the end of the chapter, we will read about that how can we fulfill the requirement of food for our country, for our growing population. So before reading the chapter, let's read the new words of the chapter, which we will find in the passage, in the text. So the first word in the word list is planning. Planning is a word as well as a noun, and it means to arrange or to design. If this is a verb, so it means to arrange or to design. And if planning is taken as a noun, then it means arrangement or designing, and design can also be a noun, and Urdu meaning is mansuba banana ya mansuba bandi. Mansuba bandi is noun and mansuba banana is verb. So the next word is model. Model is a noun and it means representation, copy, and example. And Urdu meaning is namuna ya misal. The other word in the list is huge. Huge is an adjective and it means extremely large or extremely big or great. And Urdu meaning is bahut bada. The next word is harvesting. Harvesting is a verb and it means collecting, reaping, picking, and picking a crop or reaping a crop or gathering a crop or cutting a crop, and Urdu meaning is katai karna. And the next word is sheaves. Sheaves is noun and sheaves is plural of sheaf, and it means bundles, bunches, or heaps, and especially heaps of the cutting stalks of crops. And Urdu meaning is gatthe, and there is another word that is pole. Pole in Urdu, actually it means bundles. So fertilizer. Fertilizer is a noun and it means manure, and a manure is a kind of a substance that is added to soil to increase its fertility. खाद. खाद आपको मालूम है एक ऐसा सब्सटेंस है जिसको हम सॉइल में, मिट्टी में मिलाते हैं और उसकी फर्टिलिटी, उसकी ज़रख़ेज़ी में इजाफा होता है. The next word is enrich. Enrich is a verb and it means enhance, improve, reinforce, or to boost, and Urdu meaning is zarkhez banana. The other word is irrigate. Irrigate is a verb and it means to water or to supply water, and Urdu meaning is apashi karna. Orchard. Orchard is a noun and it means grove, a grove or a woodlet or a garden of fruits. and it has another meaning, that is a piece of enclosed land planted with fruit trees, yani phalon ka baag. The other word is plentiful. Plentiful is an adjective and it means abundant, rich, bountiful, and Urdu meaning is faragh, kaseer, bharpoor. The other word in the list is harmful. Harmful is an adjective and it means damaging, injurious, dangerous, and Urdu meaning is nuqsandeh. The next word is delicious. Delicious is an adjective and it means tasty, flavorful. We can also say mouth-watering, and Urdu meaning is mazedar ya lazeez. The other word in the list is plow. Plow is a verb and it means to cultivate or to till. Hal chalana. The next word here is threshing. Threshing is a verb and it means separating grain from husk. गल्ले को या अनाज को छिलके से अलहदा करना. The next word is chaff. Chaff is a noun and it means husk or pod or a shell, and Urdu meaning is chilka. The last word in our list is pests, and pest is a noun and it means destructive insects or animals that attack crop, and Urdu meaning is keede makode. So now come to the book so we could read the chapter and could know what is there in the chapter. So let's start reading. You please also open your books and read with me. A visit. Mr. Ahmed's class had been planning a picnic for some time. The headmaster had allowed them a day's outing and they were to go by the school bus. They were naturally very excited. Mr. Ahmed arranged the visit to a farm with Mr. Hassan, the manager of the model agricultural farm. So Mr. Ahmed's class made a plan to visit a model agricultural farm, and their class teacher Mr. Ahmed was with them, and headmaster had already permitted them to visit there, and they all were very happy naturally, and they were going by school bus. So it was a pleasant day in April when Mr. Ahmed and his class reached the model farm. Mr. Hassan received them at the gate and showed them around. The boys had no idea that an agricultural farm could be so large and interesting. It was the wheat harvesting season. The party saw a huge machine called the combine working in the vast wheat fields. It cut the crop and tied it into sheaves. With one sweep, it seemed to eat up a large area of the golden crop, which came out tied into a bundle at the other end. The wheat then went into thresher, which separated the grain from the chaff. From one end of the machine fell a golden rain of sweet-smelling wheat, while chaff flew out at the other. The students watched the working of the machine with keen interest. Mr. Hassan said the whole process of plowing, seeding, harvesting, and threshing the corn is done with machines on our farm. One man working with this machine can do as much work as 100 men working without it. So, they visited the model agricultural farm on a beautiful day of April, and manager of model agricultural farm Mr. Hassan welcomed them and helped them to visit the farm. So April is the wheat harvesting season. In April, usually the crops of wheat, the crop of wheat is harvested. And harvesting mean we have read, harvesting mean reaping of crop or cutting of crop. So the group of boys got a chance to see different processes of agriculture and different modern agricultural machines. First they saw combine, and then they saw another machine, that is thresher. So both the machines were working in the wheat fields. So what is combine? Combine is actually a cutting machine, and it cuts the crop and ties it into sheaves or into bundles or into bunches of the plants of crop. And thresher is a grain separating machine, and it separates the grain from chaff or from husk. Chaff is husk, chilka. So at the end, Mr. Hassan told them about the different processes of farming that are plowing and seeding, harvesting and threshing. And he told them that all the machines, the work of farming with machines on model agricultural farm was so easy, and speed of work also increased. And a man could work with the machines. A man could work with the machines as 100 men could work without the machines. So read further. Bilal, one of the students, "Sir, do you get bigger crops in this way?" Mr. Hassan, "Oh, much bigger. While an average farm produces 15 to 20 quintals of wheat for every hectare, we produce as much as 60 to 70 quintals." So Mr. Hassan or the model agricultural farm is answering the student, one of the students, Bilal, who asked him about the quantity of crops. So Mr. Hassan replied him that the production of crops is almost 3 to 4 times more than an agricultural farm. You can see the difference, that is 15 to 20 quintals and that is 60 to 70 quintals. The difference between both the farms is about 3 to 4 times. And what is quintal? Quintal is a unit, and 1 quintal is equal to 100 kilograms. And what is hectare? Hectare is also a unit, and this is unit of distance or unit of area. And in Urdu we say this word acre. And quintal is unit of mass or unit of weight. So Bilal, this is wonderful, but surely machines do not make the grain. Mr. Hassan laughing, "No, certainly not. What in fact happens is that first the machine called tractors plow deeper, then they prepare the land for sowing much faster. The sowing machine sows the seed very fast and no seed goes waste. We also select the best seed. Then we use chemical fertilizers to enrich the soil. We get a lot of canal water, but we also irrigate our fields with our own tube well, which can supply water all the year round. Finally, we spray insecticides on our crops to kill germs and harmful insects. So, our farm produces 3 to 4 times as much wheat per hectare as an ordinary farm does. Now, the manager of model agricultural farm is telling the complete process of farming. So, we all are acquainted with tractors. We all have seen tractors. They are the agricultural machines which plow deeper and prepare the land for sowing seeds. ये मशीन हल चलाती है और ज़मीन को बीज बोने के काबिल बनाती है. Then sowing machine sows the seed, and they choose the management of model agricultural farm choose the best quality of seed, and by sowing machine no seed is wasted. And then they use the chemical fertilizers which are used to make the soil fertile, more fertile. And after that they have plentiful supply of water from canals as well as from the tube wells, and you know the importance of water for farming, so they get plenty of water the whole year. And then they spray insecticides to kill the germs and harmful insects. So of course, after using such a modern machines and modern methods of farming, the production of model agricultural farm gets increased, and it is 3 to 4 times higher than an average agricultural farm. Sarosh, another student, do you grow only wheat? Mr. Hassan, no, we grow wheat, maize, cotton, sugarcane and gram. Moreover, we grow vegetables, and we also have a large orchard where we grow mangoes and oranges. Now, Mr. Hassan is telling us that they grow a variety of crops. They grow wheat, maize is corn, and cotton and sugarcane, and gram is chickpeas, chane. So you can see that all the important crops are there in the list. And they also grow vegetables and fruits as well. They have a large orchard, and we have read that orchard is a garden of fruits, or a grove. We have read that this is an enclosed land where the fruit trees are planted. There is another word for orchard, and that is woodlet. Woodlet, W-O-O-D-L-E-T, woodlet. So, the party was then taken to the vegetable farm, and the visitors were surprised to see growing there such vegetables as were out of season. Mr. Hassan explained that by using chemical fertilizers with plentiful supply of water and with the help of machinery, they could grow finer and better vegetables in all seasons and in larger quantities. He offered the boys fresh tomatoes and cucumbers. They were washed in running water, and the boys ate them with great delight. So after the wheat field, the visitors went to the vegetable farm, and they got wondered there as many out of season vegetables were being grown there. So the manager explained them as they used modern methods of farming, and they could get plentiful supply of water and chemical fertilizers, so they could easily grow finer and better quality of vegetables in all seasons and in big quantities. Boys also ate fresh vegetables, fresh tomatoes and cucumbers, and they were very happy after eating them. It was afternoon by now. Mr. Hassan gave the boys a delicious lunch prepared mainly from the farm's own produce. Later, the students visited the mango orchard and were delighted to see green fruit hanging from the branches in large quantities, in large numbers. The trunks of the trees had been whitewashed with lime, and the ground below was neat and clean. They did not see any weeds or wild grasses around. Mr. Hassan told them that it was necessary to protect them from pests and diseases which destroy the plants as well as the fruit. So after that, after visiting the vegetable farm, the visitors were entertained with a delicious lunch. And later they visited a mango orchard. And there they were very happy looking at the raw mangoes. You all also get very happy and excited when you see raw mangoes or green fruit of mango or cairiyan, aren't you? Yes, you. So they were too. And in mango orchard, the trunks of trees were whitewashed with lime water, and there was no weeds or no wild grass around the trees. A weed is wild little plants, and these weeds or wild grasses are not good for the growth of trees and plants. Plus, when trunks of trees are whitewashed with lime water is chune ka pani. So this lime water saves them from diseases and pests, and we have read that pests are little insects or animals which are harmful for crops and also for fruits. Mr. Hassan also told the visitors that the farm had been doing so well that they had decided to add a dairy to it. Their finest cows and buffaloes would be kept. He surprised the visitors by telling them that the farm would use an electric milker to milk the animals. Modern machinery would make cream and butter and preserve the milk. He promised to invite Mr. Ahmed and his class when the dairy started working. Mr. Ahmed thanked him. The boys were really happy with their visit and cheered loudly when they left the farm. So the manager of Model Agricultural Farm told them that they were going to add a dairy to in their farm. So they intended, the management of Model Agricultural Farm intended to have finest cows and buffaloes there. And adding to this, all the processes of dairy farm would be managed by the modern machinery. And he promised Mr. Ahmed and his class to invite them in the dairy farm too. So boys were extremely pleased with their visit to the Model Agricultural Farm. So now we are reading the last paragraph. While coming back, they talked about their visit to the farm. Bilal said, "We need to establish many such farms throughout the country." Mr. Ahmed agreed with him and said, "I think you are right. In this way, we would be able to meet the needs of ever-growing population of our country." So when they were returning, so they were discussing, the class of Mr. Ahmed and Mr. Ahmed were discussing that we Pakistanis, we should establish many agricultural farms in our country, because population of our country is getting increased rapidly. So if we increase the production of crops, vegetables and fruits, then we will be able to fulfill the requirement of food for our increasing population. So we should arrange many agricultural farms in our country. This is our basic need. Food is a basic need of people, of human, and for a country too. So girls, the chapter has ended here, and I want to say to you that planting is a good deed. So we should plant at least a tree, because planting is a reward gaining deed. So try to plant at least one tree in your surroundings. This will be very good for the environment too. So the clip ends here. Inshallah, in the next class, we will meet again with the exercises of RTC. Till then, take care.